Welcome you back to the World Championships here at the Olympia Halle on the grounds of the 1972 Summer Olympic Games. Tonight again, we see the compulsory dances. There are two, and the original program for the pairs. Now, before we get to the skating, in the first of our Perfect Six installments during our coverage here in Munich, former world champions Barb Underhill and Paul Martini explain the differences between pairs and dance competition.
A fascinating look inside figure skating. The world's finest skaters in Perfect Sixes. Brought to you by the agents of Sun Life.
While watching these World Championships, you might notice two events that appear to be similar: pair skating and ice dancing. Here are two examples of ways you can tell the difference between these two events.
First, in pair skating, the girl is lifted above the man's shoulders with the man's arms fully extended. In ice dancing, the girl's whole body may not be lifted above the man's shoulders. Therefore, his arms are never fully extended above his body.
Secondly, in pair skating, you will see the skaters perform the same solo jumps and spins that you would see in a free skating event. However, in ice dancing, you may not perform these elements, and you must not separate for more than 5 seconds.
On the surface, it may appear that the pair skating is more athletic than ice dancing. Don't be deceived. The only difference in these events is how the rules force the skaters to push the barriers in pursuit of the perfect six.
Competing here are the 1991 Canadian champions, Michelle McDonald and Martin Smith. They've been at the Worlds before, but not together. This couple just formed on Labor Day.
It appeared as though they had a minor slip there near the end of this dance, but I think it will be interesting. We'll see what the judges do with it.
Paul, they were second in the compulsory dance portion of the competition at the Nationals. Because they got together so late, they didn't feel they had enough time to really concentrate on the compulsories. They felt better prepared coming into the Worlds.
I think that the time, every day that they have together is important for them, and I think as each day goes by, they're getting better and better.
I think that the unison is something that only develops with time, and I think that these two have a great potential in the future, and it will take time.
Well, the Austrian judge just a 3.9. The marks get better from there, but they will be ranked third among the first three couples to skate in the compulsory dances.
All right, Chris, there are, of course, two portions to the compulsory dance competition. We've just seen McDonald and Smith in the Ravensburger Waltz portion. Right now, to explain more about the Ravensburger Waltz, here is one of Canada's international figure skating judges. We introduce you to Jean Senft.
The Ravensburger is a sprightly waltz, first invented and performed in 1973 by a brother and sister ice dance couple from Germany, Angelika and Eric Buch. It is fitting it has been chosen as one of the compulsory dances here in Munich. The Ravensburger is a waltz to be skated with Viennese elegance and élan. At the same time, it is a robust waltz, and one that, in the words of one of Canada's prominent ice dance coaches, is self-propelling when performed well. One of the most intricate parts of the Ravensburger is the ladies' twizzle. You are probably wondering, what is a twizzle? It is a rapid rotational movement of 1 to 1.5 revolutions, much like a short traveling spin, performed on one foot. There are 3 twizzles in a Ravensburger, 2 forward and 1 backward. The difficulty with these twizzles is to perform them seemingly without effort, while the partners skate closely together and with the lady rotating directly under the man's raised arm. No lunging or break in the continuity of movement should be apparent. While there are other important components to the Ravensburger, the twizzles are definite highlights for comparison between all skaters.